Today we are going to solve proportions, and you have done this in the past. So this is not new. So how do we solve a proportion? We use what we call the cross products. So the cross products are the cross multiplications. Product means multiply. So in number 11, my downward cross product of 4 times 9 is 36. My upward cross product of 7 times r is 7r. Cross multiply? Cool. One-step equation. How do we solve this equation? We divide both sides by 7. Gives us a value of r of 36/7. We have moved on from our fraction unit. I will allow you at this point, and truly from now on, excluding on the final exam, you can leave improper fraction answers as improper fractions. Now, if that simplifies, you must simplify it. But 36 and 7 don't have anything in common. But you can leave it as 36/7. Like I said, the exception will be the final exam. Those problems where you have to just add, subtract, multiply, divide, or solve equations with fractions, those you must give me mixed number answers. But once we're into rates and proportions, which this will be on its own page of the final exam because you're allowed to use calculator, you will be able to leave improper fractions. So let's just do this 7 more times. Cross products. So my down diagonal on number 12 says n times 8. That's 8n. My up diagonal is 9 times 6. 9 times 6 is 54. So we're going to divide both sides of this equation by 8. So now that gets us n equals 54 divided by 8. We can simplify that. They're both even. They can both divide by 2. Half of 54 is 27. Half of 8 is 4. 27/4 is the final improper form. Number 13, my down diagonal is 9 times n, so that's 9n. My up diagonal is 5 times 2, that's 10. We're going to divide both sides by 9 to get n is equal to 10/9. No simplifying to be done. At this point, I invite you to pause and try 14 through 18, and then come back and see how you did. In number 14, my down diagonal is 10n. My up diagonal, 3 times 3 is 9. To solve this one-step equation, we'll divide both sides by 10, and n is equal to 9/10. For 15, my down diagonal has v times 5, so that's 5v. My up diagonal of 7 times 3 is 21. We're going to divide both sides by 5, and the value of v is 21/5. I cannot simplify anything there. And number 16, my down diagonal, 2 times 4 is 8. My up diagonal, 9 times x is 9x. One-step equation, we'll divide both sides by 9 to get the answer of 8/9 is equal to x. In number 17, my down diagonal, 4 and 10v, multiply to give me 40v. My up diagonal, 7 times 7 is 49. We'll divide both sides of this by 40 to get v equals 49/40. You cannot simplify 49/40ths. They do not share any common factors. And for number 18, down diagonal, 4 times 3 is 12. Up diagonal, 5 times n is 5n. Finally, divide both sides by 5 to get 12/5 equals n, and 12 and 5 have no common factors, so there's no simplifying.